When someone resents you, should you give resentment a second chance? Should you give resentful people a second chance? Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brienne. Should you give resentful people a second chance to re-enter into your life? Well, first of all, I don't give suggestions and I don't give advice, but I do share with you how I see life and how I deal with different issues. So let's go sit out on Grandma's porch for a few minutes and let's chit-chat. We are having this beautiful day out here today, and I just finished my 5-mile run and it was fantastic. And so now I'm out here doing a video. So I wanted to talk about resentful people because I think most people at some point in time have come across resentful people. And I know I have. And it had nothing to do with me, it had to do with them. I believe personally that resentful people tend to be resentful because that's part of their personality traits. It's a personality flaw. Some people are resentful. They're resentful of anyone else's good fortune. They're resentful of anything good happening to someone else. And resentment and jealousy often go hand in hand. So do I believe that we should give resentful people who have resented us in some way and made it apparent, do I believe in giving them a second chance? Well, for me personally, absolutely not. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to give you a little story that happened to me a while back. On one of my other social media pages, this is a channel, so that was a page, I had this one person that I could always feel an underlying sense of tension there. Now, you know, I'm a person who believes that you can feel a person's spirit, a person's personality, even though it's over the internet. And so periodically this person would write me kind of in a very, very abrasive message, send me a message, and they'd say, you know, I don't like what you do, I don't like you to do this, I don't like the way you're doing that, and you know, it was very critical. And I left them on my channel. I left them on my page, I should say. And I probably should not have. I should have probably just disconnected at that particular point because I could feel that underlying feeling that no matter what I did, they were going to resent it. So finally, one day, I got a really nasty email from them. And so I just unfriended them. I was not a friend anymore with them. Well, about a year later, maybe less than a year later, when my daughter took suddenly sick, and that's a whole nother video, and she's doing wonderful now, but she had to have emergency surgery, and a lot of people were sending out prayers and everything like that. So I remember this person asked me if she could come back on my page, and I said, I thought about it and I thought, you know, she's a resentful personality in my opinion, but I'm going to go ahead and let her back on my page. And I could start to see the resentment building over time again, and over little things, stupid stuff, you know, and she'd send me messages, why are you doing it this way, why are you doing it that way? It wasn't correction, although she was pretending it was correction. And so basically I felt that you know, she resented me. So one day this person, she sent me a really, really, really nasty message through social media. And you know what? I don't know if she blocked me, but I do know that she unfriended me. And so instead of me unfriending her, which I would have done after that message, she knew that. So she either unfriended me or blocked me. And so should I have given her that second chance? Absolutely not. But I was kind of in a weakened state, so to speak, and I was kind of in a receptive state, and perhaps she knew that. And initially she said how grateful she was that I gave her a second chance and all that. But some people have resentment as part of their personality. That's who they are. And so if we're dealing with a resentful personality, it's going to show up again and again and again and again. And so for me, I don't let resentful people back into my world. recently on YouTube, I normally get so many amazing, wonderful comments. So I don't let an occasional not nice comment stop me from what I do. And yet, most recently, I got 2 different very nasty comments, both with a different approach. One was somebody criticizing me, telling me that I was spoiled. Now, they don't know me. They've never met me. And I talk about happiness. I talk about good subjects. And that particular video, I was sharing about how I grew up poor. And they just said that I was privileged and just very nasty remarks. So, of course, and it was very nasty. It was beyond that. It was just nasty. And they even talked about my husband. And my husband's never been on a YouTube video. And so they were just, just being as nasty as they could be. And I realized they resented me and they were being nasty. So I blocked them. And obviously they should have, I don't know, but I blocked them because why should I have somebody like that resents me? Then right after that, I had another person who just was so nasty because my page has really taken off in a very short amount of time. And I've been actually public for 3 months. Now, I've had the channel for 10 years, but I just went public 3 months ago, and my channel is climbing towards 5,000 in such a short time. And so this person resented that. And they were nasty. So I blocked them too. Would I give them another chance to redeem themselves and come back on my channel? Of course not. Of course not, because that's part of their personality. Some people look for things to resent in other people. And some people just resent certain other people. And it usually has to do with jealousy. I've known people in my in-person life that resented. They resented, and they would bring it up. I remember people that I've loved being resented by other people. And, as soon as they would let that other person into their life, that person would stir the pot again with resentment. So for me personally, and like I said, I never give suggestions. Everyone's life is different. Everyone has to make their own choices. Your choices may be very different than mine. But for me personally, I do not like to be around resentful people because they have nothing good to contribute to me. Ultimately, they're going to do it again and again and again. When someone resents someone, usually resentment is a chronic personality trait. That means it's not a one-time situation. It's usually a long-term situation. So from that one example that I told you about, where I let the lady back on my page, I would not do that again. I would not do that again. When someone resents someone else, it's usually chronic. They're going to probably do it again and again and again. And from my house to your house, may God bless y'all. And I hope y'all have a great day, a great week, a great month, a great year, a great everything. So from Grandma's porch, I will talk to y'all soon again. May God bless you. Bye-bye.